You live in my dream still. You look at my fantasy. I stay in reality. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. That I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place.
How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last ride. It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling stronger. What's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone.
How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you
I promised myself to treat myself and visit a nearby town. Climbing to the top, throw myself up in an effort to make clear to everyone it's like when you're shattered, left standing in the lurch at a church where people saying, my God, that stuff, she stood him up. No point in us remaining, may as well go on, 'cause I did on my own, alone. day. I was cheerful, bright and gay, looking forward to wouldn't do the role I was about to play. But as if to knock me down, reality came around, and without so much as a mere touch, cut me into little pieces, leaving me to doubt. Talk about God in His mercy, if He really does exist, why did He desert me in my hour of need? I truly am indeed alone again, naturally. It seems to me that there are more hearts broken in the world that can't be mended, left unattended. What do we do? What do we do? Alone again, naturally. Looking back over the years, whatever else that appears, I remember I cried when my father died, never wishing to hide the tears. At 65 years old, my mother, God rest her soul.
We're here live for the Pocono. Pocono. Race number 9 out of 20. Here on a very fateful afternoon. I really don't know where to begin this with, but we'll go ahead and just get ourselves into the broadcast and go over race analysis and such. Tribute 150 here for the iSCAR Peter Genny Graphics Design Series. Race number 9 out of 20. Obviously, if you haven't heard of the news, this one's dedicated to Kobe Bryant. Got nothing much else to say, but Bryant, know you're watching in heaven. This one's for you. So hopefully we'll put on a good show as we set ourselves here for 23 cars set to go 50 laps here tonight for 150 miles. I don't know where to start off, since obviously a huge shock to us all. Everybody's just about as shocked. I really don't even know where to begin, but we'll go ahead and dive into a race analysis here for tonight. Point standing is going to be shown in front of your screen. Daniel Falkingham currently sitting up front in points as of right now. Austin Johnson alongside of him. Webster, not here tonight. Currently out of town. Jake Sylvia. For P4, Aaron Mulrooney will not show anymore. P5, Hunter Johnson. Keaton Jones, Derek M. Smith, Ryan Kendrick, Low Hankins round at the top 10. Again, top 13 make themselves in for tonight's chase. I mean, for this season's chase. So watch out around that bubble. Grayson Trexler currently the cutoff for the for this one. So as the field gets set up here for this green flag momentarily, we'll go ahead. Pop up race analysis on the right hand side of the screen. Also show the leaderboard here as well. Jeez. I mean, apologies. It's a bit unprofessional to be a bit speechless right now, but no words can describe the biggest loss we've had here here tonight. Just unbelievable. Obviously, me personally. I can't say much after. It's just really unfortunate. You'll see dotting throughout the racetrack multiple people running some Kobe Bryant tribute schemes. Andy McDowell running purple and yellow, purple and gold racing numbers. William Schmidt, he's running a Kobe Bryant throwback on the hood. Go throughout. Then number 28, Ryan Kwan, running a Kobe Bryant throwback as well. 13, Nate Stewart, he too is running a Kobe Bryant throwback. I mean, not throwback, but tribute scheme. We'll slaughter south to the side. We're going to take an additional moment of silence as we salute one of the NBA's greatest, Kobe Bryant. not just joining us here for tonight, round number 9 out of 20. Gonna go green here for the Tribute 150. Here just momentarily. Currently under qualifying conditions right now on the racetrack. Seeing some drivers go ahead and log their fastest too on this 2.5 mile circuit. Welcome to Pocono Raceway. 2.5 miles on length. Corners vary from end to end of the racetrack. You'll see drivers most likely running toward the bottom of the racetrack, but momentum is going to be key here for tonight, so don't be surprised if you see some drivers make some mistakes and wash up the racetrack. Because as I said, momentum is key here for tonight. Our first caution is going to be delayed by 1 lap as the iSCAR co-owner Nick Miller decided he wants to go ahead and pay tribute to one of the greatest athletes to ever walk this planet. So once the first caution does come out, the yellow will be delayed by 1 lap, and we'll probably do a 4-wide salute across the start-finish line. So that'll do it. Qualifying's ended, and we're going to go over our grid starting order in front of your screen. Congratulations to the number, I think it was number 1 of Austin Johnson, currently sitting second on the board. Second in points. He's going to start up front row. Eric Keeter alongside of him. Harrison Chandler, Harry Grindle, going to round out row number 2. Row number 3 going to be Andy McDowell, William Schmidt. Row 4, Derek M. Smith and Ryan Kendrick trying to make something happen there in that number 65. Kendrick leads cut points as well as truck. Jake Sylvia, Kiloa Hankins round out row number 5. And the rest of the order is going to be shown on your screen. Find your favorite driver and hopefully he'll win it here for tonight. Falky M not qualifying. Watch out for that number 39 and make himself forward on the scene. Nate Stewart, Keaton Jones, round out row number 8. I think there's a total of at least 20 something drivers. Um, 23 in total. Alright, getting ourselves set up for this green flag. Austin Johnson, you have to grid up on the starting grid, but I don't know if he's just going to start from pits, but it wouldn't hurt him too much because this is Pocono, 2.5 mile racetrack. You can make up time. Keaton Jones. Yeah, probably going to go green this time by. For now, just joining us here for tonight, the Tribute 150. Getting set to go green for the iSCAR Peter Gunny Graphic Design Series, round number 9 out of 20. As now the field starts to roll off, and looks like Johnson does not grid himself in the field, unfortunately. It looks like he doesn't make it all the way. So that means the third place car will be starting in up in first place. Kobe Bryant, obviously one of the most famous NBA All-Stars to ever link up the game, basketball. Not only that, one of the greatest athletes. As these drivers are going to play a little tribute, 4 wide salute here on the straightaway. Kobe, this one's for you as you get set for the green flag. 50 laps going to be logged into the books. As you get yourself set right up off of turn number 3. The green flag is out, and we're up and away here for the Tribute 150. Here for the iSCAR Peanut Getty Graphics Design Series. Working right off of turn number 3, and they're looking 4 wide in the midst of the field as Nick Miller nearly got turned on off of turn number 3. Onto the front straightaway. I guess it's a top 7 pull away, but they're still 2 by 2 as they enter 1 as multiple people try to sort themselves out. Oh man, William Schmidt getting real tight. File back in line. See there by himself the number 21 and 13 of Nate Stewart, Austin Johnson started on pit road. And your leader, and that number 11 of Eric Keeter, leads the field down. 3. Watch the front straightaway. Oh, Derek tags the wall off of 3. He's going to lose a lot of time there to Eric Keeter and that number 11. Lots of battling, as you see there. The 20 broke loose on center of the corner. He's probably trying to downshift the middle of the corner because the gearing here can allow you to go down a gear into 3rd. So now it's Falkingham who wants to work inside the top 10, working by the number 20 of Andy McDowell right up off the corner. Real close to the wall as all those drivers scramble around that number 20. 77 Keaton Jones works himself to the low side. That's the 53 in Minshew. Works himself low, that number 20. Working themselves off of 3. Still a good bit of cars as, into the wall again. We're going to have trouble here on the front straightaway. Yikes. There was one car who flung all the way into the inside wall, or it might have hit the pit barrels. We'll have to see, but we'll get a replay of what happened as they worked right up off of 3. There's multiple cars hitting the wall, and the 90 Malachi Drake go ahead and clear that actually because he spun on a pit road. see it again. It happened around where the 20 of McDowell as well. There's two separate wrecks as multiple cars snagged the wall off of turn number 3. Looks like Menchu got tight. McDowell tried to avoid. Nowhere to go for him as McDowell gets into Menchu right up off the corner. And you see there the 26, Matthew Klein piling in late as he was blinking in and out through the wreck. But unfortunately, a lot of hood damage on that machine. So gun under the first caution. This field works themselves down to pace car speed. There was Malachi Drake in that 90. Luckily flew past the barrels, but he does have a lot of front end damage on that machine. And not Kendrick, but Malachi, not running top 20 in points, so I guess he's had like a semi-abysmal season, unfortunately. But to see on how where it'll turn out once we do end ourselves off to this regular season. People like Eric Heater. I think Heater only 2 positions, or actually 3 positions above the cutoff. Currently sitting P11 in points. Grayson Truxler P13, Miller in P12. These people are gonna hit pit road this time by, so everybody works themselves on. Because tires apparently are going to play a huge issue, because the tires the tire window is smaller than the fuel window. So these drivers hit pit road this time by. Pit window going to be shown right up on your screen momentarily. There's Rick Rousseau's coming down here with lap number 6 out of 50. Four tires for everybody. Derek Smith might beat out that number 11 of Eric Heater, and indeed he does so. So Derek, that 66 goes to the front. That means Heater in that number 11 is going to start alongside at number 66. He's a 66, so Derek is going to have a huge advantage on the restart. We're going to pull ourselves to the side, play a couple commercials. We'll be right back right after this. Stay tuned. More to come as we get ourselves set for the next green flag run. If you're now just joining us here for tonight, the Tribute 150 presented by the iSCAR Peter Kenny Graphic Design Series at Pocono Raceway. Round number 9 out of 20, getting set to go green from our first caution of the night. If you're now just joining us, well, welcome here to your basic iSCAR weekly broadcast here on Sunday nights. Yeah, and it looks like we've eliminated one, unfortunately. That's me and McDowell in that number 20 machine. Gonna be out for the race. Big wreck off of turn number 3 brought us down under caution, but the field's now doubled up, getting ourselves set up for this pace for the green flag. As we come up here on lap number 8, we're gonna go ahead and pay tribute to Kobe, as he obviously wore that number 8 jersey, and the LA Lakers, the LA Lakers team. Pace car slides itself on in. Kobe, this one's for you.
Green, green, green.
Completing lap number 8 in honor of Kobe Bryant and silence. Number 11 of Eric Keeter leads that lap because he's now pulling himself away for P2. Derek M. Smith trying to hold out that second place car of Harry Grindle. Couldn't do it. Go anywhere. That's right up off. Near contact as Miller might have doored that number 66 right up off the corner. He loses a ton of time. Now Grindle going to go ahead and defend out that 66 as they work into 2. These Xfinity cars are very sensitive, and with this setup, it seems like these cars are fairly tight. And everybody trying to take it as smooth as setting. With it being a tight setup, momentum is just going to be more prominent on straightaways. I mean, in turns as well, because you have to nail your corners as consistently as possible, because if you push off the corner, you're not going to have a lot of speed down through the straightaways, so we'll have to see on how these drivers will are going to, I'd say, adapt to tonight's conditions, because we're running fairly hot. 117 on the track itself, 76 degrees right now, but with the track being 117, it's just gonna play murder with these tires. Probably why you see a lot of cars become unstable, especially off the corners, as multiple people might tag the wall in and around and such. In the meantime, up front, Eric Keeter and that number 11 is pulling himself up and away ahead of that 002. Harry Grindle. That 002. He's got to pick up an iSCAR when he's come close multiple times, but he's running in second place as of right now. That run is looking fairly strong. He started all the way in 4th place, has worked himself into 2nd. It's just a matter on how he'll catch up to Eater and that number 11. Right off the exit of turn number 3. and into one. Side-by-side action right here, and it's Miller who works himself down low in front of that number 66. With Derek M. Smith as they work down the back straightaway. These cars don't create as big of a draft. With a smaller spoiler, don't expect any suck-up on straightaways, but it's still encouraged to stay in line to get as much entry, I guess you could say, into the corner. How about that? The number 99 of Brody Gardner works himself down low. Brody, now passing the 66 of Derek M. Smith. Brody, one of the rookies in tonight's field. He's looking strong as of right now as he works himself into 4th place. Derek had to check up just a slight as Gardner set himself up for exit off of 1. But it's Heater and Grindle, the only two to really pull away from 3rd place of Nick Miller in that number 9 machine. There we go, gonna go have a bit of side-by-side racing right here is Keaton Jones. And that number 77 machine works himself down low, that number 22 of Harrison Chandler. Some drivers tagging the wall right up off the corner. They scramble all the way down right to the yellow, I mean not the yellow line, but the white line. One car right in the background goes ahead and decides to pit. That's Brannigan in the number 48. They're looking 3 wide into 1 as they scramble on in. Loa Hankins in this area, as well as the number 24, Noah Allison, and the 70 Casey Drake is right along the corner. The driver's getting fairly close to that wall and exit. And as I said, momentum is key to keeping yourself, to keeping your tires as fresh as they can. Dip off a 3. Ooh, a bit of loose right there, as I don't know who that black car is. Try to get up a zoom up on it. I think that was the 77 Keaton Jones who caught the car sideways. There's Keaton right in front of your screen. He works himself into 1. Got a bit sideways in 3. Now it's the 22 who wants to go ahead and capitalize, but Keaton right in front of him, the man who beat him out in the Cup Series race, Daniel Falkingham, probably looking for a bit of redemption after coming up short at Kansas. He's currently running in P number 8. Oh, yeah, I was talking about it. And around goes the 77.
Yellow flag is out.
Keaton Jones, who tagged the wall off of 3. That'll bring us down onto pace car speed. He's loose multiple times right up off of 3, but I don't know if he got tight or loose. We'll have to see on what happened as they headed down to the front straightaway. Oh, looks like he clipped the rumble strips just a slight bit, tagged the wall, and around that 77 and Jones went. Luckily, the car whipped itself straight. Keaton got off the throttle in time and let the tires roll the car straight. See again on board of him as Jones tags the rumble strips into 3. Right over there. Jones went, unfortunately. As the field gets brought down to pace car speed, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some tribute schemes that these drivers are running. running on the racetrack. Miller's not running one. Nate Stewart running a Kobe Bryant tribute scheme. Number 79, William Schmidt. He too running a tribute scheme. The 77, Keaton Jones, part of the second caution for tonight, running a tribute scheme as well. Noah Allison, he too running a tribute scheme as well. It's the number 28 of Ryan Kwan. Jake Sylvia, the 116. Darius Reza Dadgar as well, running a tribute scheme. And the number 48, Mark Brannigan, who's currently 3 laps down, unfortunately. Field getting set to go onto pit road. Pretty sure it's going to be 4 tires. And fuel for everybody, but we'll have to see on how it'll turn out as field works themselves on in. With such hot, blazing temperatures, I'm expecting 4 tires, as I said. Question of where these drivers will come out right up off of pit road, and Keaton Jones driving himself through, and it's Eric Keeter, the one who's going to come out up front of Harry Grindle for the race off of pit road. William Schmidt stayed himself out on the racetrack. Keaton Jones drove through in that number 77. Currently under caution for the second time tonight. We'll be right back right after this. Pocono cautions unfortunately take a while, so we'll be right back right after these commercials. field gathers up 2 by 2 as we work down off the first straightaway, coming towards Long Pond. For the tribute 150, rest in peace Kobe Bryant, 1978 to 2020. iSCAR Peter Kenny Graphics Design Series round number 9 out of 20, getting set to go green here just momentarily out of our second caution for tonight. Obviously this race dedicated to one great man that we just lost today. All our thoughts and prayers are with the Bryant family as we get ourselves set up for this green flag. As we did on lap number 8, on lap number 24, we'll put down a moment of silence as we get ourselves, as we go ahead and respect Kobe Bryant, as well as his daughter, who unfortunately passed away on that plane crash.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Green flag is out. We're up and away yet again as we field ourselves at the start finish line. There's Heater in that number 11. Weaving in and out to go ahead and break the draft with that number 9 and Nick Miller in a 1. I was just talking about him. Here's the 39 of Falkingham. He wants to work himself toward the top 5. He actually is in the top 5. He's now works himself to the bottom side. That number 65 who slips the corner, Ryan Kendrick, way up the racetrack. He'll lose a lot of momentum as now driver's working himself to the low side. It's Keloa Hankins in the 20. And the number 72. I mean, not the number 72, but the 22. Wants to follow and pursue Harrison Chandler. The autism awareness scheme. As it worked down off of turn number 3, down to the front straightaway. Heater in that number 11. Still up front. He's not working in and around. A bit of blocking as to the low side all the way. Shoving himself to corner. Oh!
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Hard into the outside wall as I do not know who chased down 13 and 8 Stewart. His engine is blown, and his day, unfortunately, is going to be done for. Oh, boy. That was pretty ugly as he headed down there into 1. It was Jake Sylvia, the one who chased him all the way down. Oh, he let him by. And I thought he hooked him. I think Nate's going to be looking for that 116 of Sylvia, unfortunately. Because that was a big hit. To the inside, I mean to the outside wall. As I said, Stewart's going to be looking for him. Yep. Saw that one coming from a mile away. But obviously displeasure. As Jake hooked up. The 13 across the racetrack. He's already dedicated all the way to the low side. I don't know what Jake was doing. I know he was trying to lift off the throttle, but Wait till you're clear at least to slot yourself in line. Lap number 24 is upon us. We'll go ahead and pull ourselves under a moment of silence yet again as we honor the unfortunate passing of the legend himself. Be right back right after this commercial break. This telecast is presented to you by the Keyboard Motorsports Network, your one and only motorsport network that broadcasts most iSCAR races, also NFRL. Check out their series on the website below in the description. Peter Kenny, Graphic Design Series. I'll go ahead and link their Instagram here in a moment. Go ahead and check them out as we get ourselves set up for this green flag on the number 11 of the heater. On the racetrack. Biggest movers on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. It's Heater, Miller, Grindle, Buckingham. It's Brody Gardner out of this top 7 who has the most. As we take ourselves coming to this green flag. Pace car is in.
Green's out. Green flag.
Back
green
up
flag.
and away. As there's 25 laps to go in the race. Buckingham, who's having an outside charge off of 2. Nice way to go ahead and pass out that number 9 machine. He's going to clear into turns number 3. Look at the 99. Brody Gardner shoves himself to the low side of the 002 of Harry Grindle right in the background. But meanwhile, off of turn number 3, Eric Keeter leads the charge. But as I said, that number 39 of Falkiam, even though he runs toward the back of the field in the first beginning portions of the stage, he now is up to 2nd, and it's go time as the halfway point is crossed. Attack the apron, the car shoots at the racetrack. Uncharacteristic of how the Xfinity car works, but apparently it just doesn't like the apron. Brody Gardner works himself to the low side of Miller, and he wants to take challenge in a 3. Miller lets him by, but that's going to open up the door for Grindle as he gets shoved all the way to the apron, tags it just a slight. He's going to lose some momentum right up off. He's going to slide himself behind of Miller. But Harry wants to force the issue into 3. Can't really do so as of right now. Miller blocks down low, but Grindle has a run. He shoves himself to the low side. It's all a matter of who outbreaks 2 into 1. Miller gonna shove himself in, but he can't. Can he get grip into 1? That's the question. Still there with Harry, but Harry loses out ahead, right up off the corner. It's gonna be number 21 of Austin Johnson, who started himself up front. Actually, didn't qualified on pole, but started himself in the pits. Now works himself into the top 5. And your pole sitter, or what was a pole sitter, is now working himself forward. Miller gonna shove himself low. How about this? Side-by-side racing up front, and it's Falkingham who now works himself to the low side of that number 11 of Heater. Working to 1. Near contact between the 2 as Heater doing his best impression of Connor Brandon. Pinching real hard right up off of exit, but Heater might have tagged the wall right up off. It's going to lose him some momentum. And there you go, new leader, the number 39 of Daniel Falkingham. Brody Gardner works himself to the low side of the 11. Scared him just a slight. Heater slid just a bit. He's still sliding, trying to correct the car. Brody works himself to the low side of that 11. Heater wants to push the car in the center of the corner to get a nose out on the front straightaway. They're going to be side by side on the front stretch as a result of it. And it's going to be the 002 of Harry Grindle, who's going to be watching this battle right in front of his screen. But he also has to worry about that car right behind, at number 09. I mean, not the 09, the number 9, and Nick Miller. Brody got a nice bite off of 1, and he's going to take second place. And Brody, the rookie in tonight's field, I think this is his second or third start. He's now up in second place. Peter wants to cross over, as I think that's the 21 of Austin, who goes way down low. Might have tagged the wall right up off the corner, but still side by side for the second position. It's Heater who wants to pull forward to that number 99, Brody Gardner, as he whipped right up off of exit. "19 laps to go." Brody under fire now by the 002 of Harry Grindle, who got a nice run off of 1. We'll see where he takes it. Yo 2. The 002. Grindle works himself to the low side in 2. Brody shoves the car into 2 to get a nose out ahead of Harry, but they're going to be side by side off of 2. Down the Long Pond straightaway. Actually, that's the backstretch. So Long Pond. Long Pond's off of 1. Still side by side, and it's Miller who's going to be the one to help out. No, you're looking 3 as Harry pulls a huge block on the 9, and Miller. That's going to disrupt the momentum of Harry. They're still side by side. Harry washes up the racetrack, does a slight. He gets a run off of 1. Miller wants to split at 3. Now it's Austin Johnson who works himself to the high side. They're still side by side, Brody and Harry. But it's Miller who wants to force the issue. 3 wide as Miller shoves himself down low. There's only too much that could fit. Oh! Contact! And the 99 washes way up the racetrack. He loses 5 spots as they're looking 3 wide off of turn number 3. There's just about 4 wide for a moment as Austin Johnson wanted to peek around the 99 of Brody. That's not the 99, that's the 65 of Ryan Kendrick. And where did he come from? Harry washes up the track. Tags the wall. Uh-oh. Everybody keeps it straight. The 72, Kiloa Hankins, gets 3 for 1 as he works himself down low. All these drivers are just jammed up in traffic. Kiloa works himself a nice space ahead of that 002 of Harry, who now falls back to 7th. Battle here for, looks like P3. Or no, that works into P4 as in this mix, we got 3 cars under a blanket. So 65 of Kendrick, the 21 of Austin Johnson, who has a nice run. The number 9 and Miller, and 72 Kiloa Hankins, who, oh man, he stuck a nose in there. Oh, he scared the number 9 of Nick. That's a great move by Kiloa Hankins to work himself down low, that number 9. So the question is, if he has a run off of 1, the DD does so. Still has the nose in into 2. Kiloa to the low side. Miller falls down a spot, looking for a crossover right up off. Can't do it. Kiloa to 5th place. Gardner wants Miller back. Brody Gardner works himself down low. Some close action right behind. And number 22 of Harrison Chandler's are side by side. Keaton Jones and Harry Grindle goes side by side. In the meantime, Falkingham has pulled himself 4 seconds ahead of Ryan Kendrick in 3rd place. 1 second ahead of that number 11 of Eric Keeter. All these drivers are just littered all over each other as Miller's still trying to get his car Whoa, straight. Jams up 2x2 in the background of. Right behind him is Keaton Jones, who works himself into 8th place, now looking for 7th. Ryan Kwan in the 28. Oh, we overshot the corner. That's going to open up the door for Harrison Chandler to work himself down low. We're looking 3 as Miller hits pit road. And this is the result of staying out on the racetrack too long. He stayed himself out last caution. He's going to drag 3 cars onto pit road. Miller drags in Sylvia and Noah Allison down on in. That means Falkingham probably has to hit pit road soon. But it does give Ryan Kendrick and Kealoha Hankins a bit of leverage. Now, if this thing does go green, from this point forward, Falkingham and Heater and Austin all have to pit at least once. But the call by Nick Miller, just fuel only on that machine, but Falkingham's still staying out. Miller does not lose a lap, but here we go. More people entering pit road this time by. It's Ryan Kendrick who leads a pack of 3 in. Drags off along the number 99, Brody Gardner, Perry Grindle, and Casey Drake down on a pit road. Again, these are all the drivers who stayed out last caution, who have to hit pit road this time by. They have to hit pit road earlier than the drivers who came in last caution. And it's going to be the 72, Kealoha Hankins, who's most likely going to come up in front just momentarily until he has to pit with in about 5 laps from now. Because you can't save that much fuel. But we'll see if some drivers take on fuel only. Or just 2 tires. In my opinion, 2 tires. Kealoha works himself onto pit road. That's surprising. He could have stayed himself out on the racetrack a bit longer, and now it's going to shuffle out. Shuffle forward, the 77, Keaton Jones. My opinion, the way where these people are going to pit, if I was Austin Johnson, I would take right sides and 4 gallons of gas. So Falkingham is in. Johnson works himself on in. The people, now it's Keaton Jones who's going to be left on the racetrack. And Ryan Kwan, he too has a bit of leverage to work with in that number 28. Pitted himself last caution, and it's going to be Keaton and Kwan who could stretch the field from this point forward. Again, all the drivers. I'm curious on why these drivers are going to pit now. I guess new tires just matter that much. We'll see how this plays to Keaton's and Kwan's advantage. But pitting here at Pocono, you don't go a lap down. So Kwan, if he has a miracle on his side, he could save a bunch of fuel. But Keaton's going to head himself onto pit road this time by, and Kwan stays himself out on the racetrack. And he has 5 laps, or actually has 6 laps, to go ahead and come on a pit road and pit. But again, we'll see on how these drivers are going to do pit stop. But Miller took 2 tires only. Does not come out in front of that number 39 of Falkingham. And it's now Heater who's going to be up on that number 9. as they work right up off of exit. We'll see if Heater could stalk down that number 39 of Falkingham. Heater has older tires by 1 lap over Falkingham. Quan hits pit road early. Oh man, that's a shame. So Quan hits himself on the pit road early, and that'll that will shuffle the lead to that number 39. Daniel Falkingham works himself to the back straightaway and in the 3. There's Quan in the 28. There's the 39 of Falkingham. Falkingham has a huge advantage over that number 11 of Heater. If a caution were to come out, the game would be changed. Quan works himself out back onto the racetrack. He's going to most likely come out in P number 5. He's clipping the apron as Kiloa nearly got into it. Miller's sort of in trouble because he's stayed out, and you see those tires are just not working to his favor, but 4 tires was the call for Falkingham. Miller in 3rd, so all Miller is going to do is just go backwards along with that number 28, Ryan Quan. Quan could hold out just a bit more longer as Miller has a challenge by that number 21 of Austin Johnson. To the low side, the 21 for 3rd place. Seven laps to go. Everybody could make it from this point forward. Falkingham now growing his lead to a 2.8 second lead over that number 11 of Eric Heater. It's going to be most likely Falkingham's 5th or 6th win of the season, totaling it up from multiple series spread throughout. Themselves down the backstretch. Austin Johnson at 21. We know he started for pits. Has had a nice recovery. Number 21 machine. How about Kiloa Hankins? Currently 4th place. Miller, as I said, those 2 tires are not working up to his favor. He actually didn't take any tires in that number 9 machine, falling more back as he falls into the hands of the kid who took 2. Number 28 of Quan. Accompanied by the 77 of Keaton Jones, who took 4. Jones going to work himself down low. Curious why Miller didn't take any tires. I mean, it's Pocono. You have to take tires because tires are very, very valued here. So work down the backstretch. Now in P6. All eyes are on that man right in front of your screen, the number 39 of Falkingham. 5 laps to go this time by. not really close there for third place, so we'll see if Deloa Hankins can make up a miracle with 2 seconds on that number 21. Four laps to go. Gap is 2.6 over Eric Heater in that number 11. Side by side for 5th. Keaton Jones works himself down low. Brody, I think that's Brody Gardner. No, it's not. It's Ryan Kendrick. They're starting to stack up here for this 5th position. It's probably the closest battle. Closest group for the run to the start finish line. I mean, for the run to the checkered flag. Quan wants to work himself. He's around that 65 of Ryan Kendrick. Starting to stack up. Chandler to the low side. Oh, Brody cut him off in the 3. It's that 99 protected around, and Quan works himself around for P6. They're looking 3 wide to the start-finish line. Around where the 65 of Ryan Kendrick is. Oh! Oh, sort of a late reaction, but Brody tagged the wall right up off of 2. 22, Chandler had to check up because of it. White flag this time by for the man on an island of his own. At number 39 of Daniel Falkiam. One more lap away from victory. Been an iSCAR-ish night, I guess you could say. Works himself into turns number 2. And with Falkiam picking up another win here, it'll be his 4th in this series, and he'll extend his point lead over Austin Johnson and that number 21. Off of turn number 3. Daniel Falkiam, 4-time winner of the iSCAR Peter Getty Graphics Design Series. Falkingham works himself to the start-finish line, and he's going to burn it down alongside that number 9 and Nick Miller. I guess. What a victory! Number 39, Daniel Falkingham. Scoot herself to the side. And the full result's going to be shown right in front of your screen. Daniel Falkingham is your winner here for tonight. Eric Keeter comes home in 2nd. Austin Johnson in 3rd. Kilo Hankin is in 4th. Keaton Jones in 5th. Ryan Kwan in 6th. Ryan Kendrick in 7th. Harrison Chandler in 8th. Brody Gardner in 9th. Harry Grindle in 10th. William Schmidt rounds out 11th. Nick Miller in 12th. Casey Drake in 13th. Noah Ellis in 14th. Malachi Drake in 15th. Darius Rezadadkar in 16th. Matthew Klein in 17th, Jake Sylvia in 18th, and Nate Stewart in 19th, Derek M. Smith in 20th. The rest of the order is going to be shown on your screen. Mark Brannigan, 21st, Jackson Minch, 22nd, and Andy McDowell, DNF, 23rd. With that being summed up, we're going to go ahead and slap ourselves to the side as we interview the top 3 here for tonight. Daniel Falkingham, Eric Keeter, and Austin Johnson. Be right back right after this. The Tribute 150, presented by the iSCAR Peter Getty Graphics Design Series. Round number 9 out of 20. Yeah. We'll go ahead and drag into the booth at number 39 of Daniel Falkingham into the booth after starting himself in 14th place. Falkingham, well, you started yourself in the back as usual, but yet again, you capitalized on your talents and you worked yourself through the field one by one. How was the car out there tonight for tonight's hot race?
For tonight, you definitely had to not overdrive the car, because it was, especially on cold tires at a track like this, where this track is known for eating up tires. You don't want to overdrive the corner and just slap the track on cold tires, because that's what a lot of people were doing tonight. So yeah, but it was definitely fun to drive. It was decent at times, horrible at times, but we managed to get through it, come from the back as usual, and pull off the victory as always.
Yeah, man, you'll extend your points lead over Austin Johnson and that number 21 who came home third tonight. Another great race here for this one. Overall, well, I have no more questions to really ask because I'm having a brain fart right now. We'll go ahead and let you go here for tonight. Falkingham, any sponsor you want to thank you for tonight?
Well, first off, I want to offer my condolences to everyone in the Bryant family, especially what happened earlier today. We definitely lost a true legend in the sports world, in the NBA, with all what happened. So I wish my thoughts and prayers go out to Kobe Bryant and his family, especially with what happened. Rest in peace. He's definitely a true legend. Will be. Always be. And also, I got to thank you for putting on the league as always. Got to thank you for putting on the broadcast as well. Sorry, I'm messing up my words here. It's kind of hard to talk in with this kind of situation we're in tonight. And also got to appreciate everyone who came out and race to honor the one and only Kobe Bryant tonight as well. And also shout out to everyone who watched the race as well. I felt like we made a great tribute to Kobe Bryant tonight. He will be missed.
Daniel Falkingham rounding himself out here up top. Well, Daniel, we'll go ahead and see you next week, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, Zeke.
Daniel started himself in 14th when he took and after 50 laps, he takes the checker flag. We're to slide ourselves back to second place of Eric Heater in that number 11, who started himself in second, but unfortunate to him, came up short to Daniel here tonight. Heater, how was the car out there?
It was a little interesting. Pretty tight, but off kind of loose, especially getting on the brakes. And but I'm not sure what was up with the setup, but I don't know. It drove pretty odd. But besides that, Daniel fast. He came all the way, still won it. So I got to work on my pace a little bit, I guess. And he was saving tires while there, and he just pulled right away from me at the end. My tires were dead.
Alright, and you come out in second here for tonight. You were coming in here 11th in points. So with a great run here tonight, you're gonna put yourself even further in that chase window. What's your strategy coming in for these next few rounds?
Well, I'm glad I finished pretty high up this week, because I'm not so sure about. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to actually make it next week because of Charlotte, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll just have to get more top fives and finish up there and see if I can make the playoffs and this in Cup Series. But I think for trucks at least, I should be pretty secure.
All right, man. 10-4. Eric Heater rounds himself out second here for tonight. Heater, any sponsors you want to thank you for tonight?
Yeah, Cartesios, Legends Racing League, Miller Motorsports, all my teammates. Unfortunately, we have that great of a race beside us, but we'll move on to next week and we'll see what we can do then.
All right, Eric Heater rounds himself out here in second. We'll go ahead and see you coming next week.
Yep, see you then.
And we'll go drop ourselves back into third place in that number 21 of Austin Johnson. And Johnson, well, of course, a bit of issues there playing on the first initial green flag, but luckily you crawled yourself through the field to a nice solid third place finish. Austin, how'd you crawl yourself through?
I don't know, to be honest. Maybe some Kobe. No, I'm just kidding. I just worked my way through, paced it. I was hoping for a caution in the beginning because I missed the start and had to go start off pit road because iRacing crashed. And I just patiently, and I had the first pit stall, so whenever we did pit, I did gain a lot of spots, so that did help me. And I had a fast car at the end. I started gaining on Heater a little bit.
Alright, and you round yourself out here third for tonight, and you're coming in second in points. Another solid day here for tonight. You're obviously, well, finishing second to Falcam's not going to get you towards that top spot, but coming to Texas next week, what are you looking forward to as we inch down toward the chase in about 4 weeks from now?
Well, I mean, I'm not really looking for the points lead now. I'm just waiting for the chase, really, because I can't really get the points lead or anything. So once the chase starts, I'll set my sights on those races, because I'm pretty sure if I just at least run the next races, I'll be able to be locked in to the chase. So we're just waiting till then, and hopefully run good then and get ahead of him and Webster and all them, and hopefully win the championship and maybe a couple races.
All right, man. 10-4. Austin Johnson going to round himself out third here for tonight. Any sponsor you want to take here before we let you go?
Just Nova Sim Racing, Endurance, NTN, Belfour, you for broadcasting and hosting, and good job to Falkingham for winning.
All right, man. 10-4. Austin Johnson going to round himself out third. Can't wait to talk to you coming next week. That was Austin Johnson in that number 21, and with that being summed up, Daniel Falkingham yet again another iSCAR win for him. We're gonna put ourselves yet again to the side. We want to honor the great NBA player of Kobe Bryant. unfortunately passed away after a big helicopter crash. We also want to acknowledge all the people, all the 9 passengers and pilot on board that situation. Our thoughts and prayers are with you, and we hope your family makes a speedy recovery from this point forward. With that summed up, the Tribute 150 honoring Kobe Bryant. Leave ourselves out here on a lighter note. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week.